Well, good evening, Jerry. Good evening, sir. Yes, it's good to be here to talk football. Well, UEFA Champions League is back. Match day 6, of the um, round robin games, and I just a lot of the results yesterday were particularly shocking. Enzo Maresca actually did the unthinkable. I don't know what he was thinking playing Malo Gusto where he actually played him, but then it's football. Coaches like to experiment sometimes, and they just get.
Oh, he was experimenting.
Absolutely.
All of the losses back to back since they beat back at Barcelona, they've been experimenting. So why the experiment for so long?
Well, I don't think you have.
They're experimenting with their season.
I don't think you have any ground to actually.
I don't need to have any ground. But I'm looking at what is before me. The experiment is costing them the season.
You are not in the mood of people who can actually talk down.
No. I don't need to talk down. You don't. But of course, you're as good as your last game, right?
You don't belong to that.
You're as good as your last game.
People who are good, who are better than Chelsea on the Premier League table.
A trajectory.
No, people who are better than Chelsea on the Premier League table have.
Is it about the Premier League? What about the Champions League? We're talking Champions League. We're not talking Premier League.
Jerry,
we're talking Champions League. We're talking about Champions League.
How are you doing in the Champions League? Are you better than Chelsea in Champions League?
Yeah. So far, so good. So far, so good.
No problem.
So far, so good. We are not on the same level anyway. I don't know whether Maiwa is now with us. Though he's he's an observer. Maiwa, I know being an observer, it takes a whole lot, but it is what it is. You're welcome to where the champions are really having a conversation.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, it's always amazing to be here. Finally, we have a Liverpool side that finally won via VAR. VAR handed them the victory yesterday.
PGML decided to extend to Champions League.
Yeah, I know, definitely very happy about that. Finally, there is a whole lot, at least you finally won, and things are looking upward. But the controversy of Mohamed Salah continues. The 125 million as a man has still not performed. He's still not doing anything fantastic on the field of play. But in any case, a whole lot of Champions League games to talk about. It's always amazing to be here, and I can see that you are smiling. Your team, made you proud.
Smiling like a cha-cha cat. He's smiling like a cha-cha cat.
Yeah, I mean, that's his go-to.
Yeah.
His go-to, description. So I mean, VAR gave him the victory yesterday. Obviously, he has every right to smile today. He escaped today's bashing. Probably maybe we get to catch him over the weekend.
Weekdays may be far, but weekends come so soon.
Brighton is there for the taking. Don't worry, I'm going to brighten their day. Don't worry. I know since you beat Wolves, you'll be looking forward to say something. But I can't give you room to talk about a team that has not won this season, has not won a game this season. So,
which team?
Wolves have not won a game this season. They'll just be participating. They're just doing appearance fee, collecting appearance fee so far in the Premier League.
Where is Man U on the table?
Man, it doesn't change anything. We know where they will eventually we know where they will land eventually. See, what Amorim is doing is giving you the Eric Ten Hag treatment. He will show you as if...
Yeah, answer the question.
I don't need to answer that question. You already know the answer.
Answer the question.
But I will not be... See, if I were you, Maiwa, I will not be deceived. You yourself know the truth. This Amorim team cannot go anywhere. They can't.
But this lot team can go somewhere.
Of course.
Where is Liverpool? Answer the question.
Let's put it on record. You said this Amorim team cannot go anywhere. Wait, Maiwa. No, Jerry.
See, the one that will settle it. Liverpool will finish ahead of.
No, Man will finish ahead of Liverpool with at least 2 points.
That is you now.
With at least 2 points.
I know you are still showing love to your team, but it's all good. But that will not help them because they will still collect this season. It's sure for me. Anyway, let's talk about the situation of the Super Eagles, where the coach is looking like he's in the fix. He's in the middle of, I'm owing you. You know, when you go, how will I put it? It's like when somebody borrows something from you, and he told you that I'm borrowing this on behalf of this person. I'm going to pay you back. So when you now want to collect the loan back, they will now say, it's not me that collected a loan. I told you I'm collecting on behalf of this person. They're just pushing you around. And that's the situation it looks like Eric Chell has found himself. Because as our last conversation, Yesterday, we talked about the situation of him being old. The Nigerian Football Federation, who's supposed to be responsible, has come out to tell the whole world they are not the ones paying Eric Chell. They are not the ones owing him. That whoever is owing him know what they are owing him. And now the National Sport Commission has even come out to say that they are owing him, but it's just 2 months. It's not 3 months. But you are still owing the man. He's going to the Nations Cup just some few weeks away, and the man knows that he's hungry. His family members will know that he's coaching a certain Super Eagles of Nigeria. They are owing bonuses. They are owing him wages. Even if it's 2 months. How do you owe somebody 2 months? Coaching the Super Eagles of Nigeria, which is supposed to be the biggest football or sport brand as far as Nigeria is concerned, Myra.
Well, I mean, the NFF continues to disgrace us, and it shows the lack of accountability that they have. I mean, let's even put things in perspective. Who gave Eric Chell the contract? NFF, right? Eric Chell signed the contract with NFF. Who is supposed to be responsible for the payment? NFF. Does it even make any sense? Just an example. You are working for VOP TV, and it's time to pay salary. VOP TV is telling you to go and meet Lagos State government to collect your salary from Lagos State government. When it was VOP that employed you and signed your contract. I mean, it's as simple as that. I don't understand. It's part of the terms of the contract. You that employ somebody, you are bound by the labor law to pay the person. And it's even as bad as they are even coming out to say they are not owing 3 months, they are owing him 2 months. Are they even supposed to owe him? And the NFF president went to USA to go and witness the draw, a draw that the Super Eagles did not qualify for. Wasted taxpayers' money there. The money that they are supposed to use to pay the coach that they are owing. The same people, asked to Stekong for talking about the payment they were owing them for over 5 years. When will this stop? Even the NSC, I'm even supporting the NSC. The NSC is coming out to say this when the NSC is supposed to be cautioning the NFF to chastise them to ensure that they do the right thing. How do we expect a Chell to deliver results for us? We are going to a crucial competition. The competition starts in the next 11 days, and now the guy does not even know where the next meal will come from. Why do we continue to do this when money has been released? To be honest with you, I'm hoping the EFCC and the ICPC, they are listening to this, and I'm tired of even calling on them. These are issues that they should look at. Where are the monies allocated? Where are they spending the money on? When you cannot even pay salaries of people you employ. Has Guso not received the salary? Has the NFF board not received their salary? How come they are owing our coaches? To be honest, it's a disgrace. And if it were in the Senate line, the likes of Gusau and his team, they should be handing in their resignation for this kind of disgrace they are dragging Nigeria through. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it is a show of shame, and they are all busy washing their dirty linen in public. As of course, with the way the things is spinning, and 21st is around the corner, they get to play their first game against Tanzania. That's on the 23rd, and if this continues to be a distraction, it's going to be a very fatal one. That means we are not learning from situations of not qualifying for the past 2 World Cup. And this most recent one, and what happened where the players refused to play, I will not be surprised again that at the Afcon, the players will say that the promises that was made to them has not been fulfilled. I will not be surprised. It will just mean that there will now be a consistent situation where there will be a washing of the dirty linen of the NFF's ineptitude, maladministration in public once again. And it will not be fair to see that happening at the Afcon.
So there's a reason why the Lady Justice is carrying a sword, and that beam that shows equity. The reason he's carrying a sword is because when an offender is spotted, I mean, whoever the person is going to be struck down, right? Just one blow. But when you find yourself in a situation or in a society where that sword is like what they call hand fan, I don't know, that's it becomes an hand fan that when you offend, they just blow you breeze. You know that society is doomed to actually fail. The truth is, I mean, listening to this just made me feel like, you know what, I'm so grateful that Nigeria didn't make it to the World Cup. It also goes back to actually give credence to what Randy Wandrum was saying, that he almost lost his job. If he had not been taking the part-time job as well as the Super Falcons job, he would have been a destitute in the US. The coach of the national team, you are owing him. Now, that's not even the big issue. The big issue is this: National Sports Commission is supposed to cover the entire sports in the country. That's the role of the National Sports Commission, which encompasses football and other sports. The NFF is the sole hire of football coach for Super Eagles. Why are you pushing the NFF to the National Sports Commission? So if there's a case of you hiring someone and the National Sports Commission is still holding the funds, it is your responsibility to tell the world that National Sports Commission is the reason why you've not paid, not you directing the coach to the National Sports Commission. That's one. Now, you look at a situation like this, it reminds me of someone who actually described Nigeria as a classic case of where the human level of threshold to pain is being tested. Like we are in a sort of a concentration camp where you just come check how the level of pain you can actually endure. Because every single time this sort of things happen, no response from the government, no response from people who are supposed to make sure this thing doesn't happen again. And Eritrea is not even the first coach that's going through this. And that's why these people continue to do it over and again. The Super Eagles now are preparing for this championship. The coach is being owed. The players are being owed. And then now, for some reasons, you just want them to go out there and bleed their heart out to ensure that they bring the cup home to the country. See, actions naturally should come with consequence. If it doesn't come with consequence, then of course, what are we doing? I would have even loved this team to naturally say, you know what, if the coach is not paid, if the players are not paid, we don't want to go to this Nations Cup. Sometimes, the best way to actually make your case is when, the person who you're actually serving really needs it. At this point, Gusau-led board really needs this particular tournament to actually save face. If Nigeria has failed to qualify for the World Cup as it is now, you also now get a team that decided not to play in the Afcon at this particular 11th hour, saying they are not going. It's going to actually come with a heavy stick. The entire nation will rise, and these guys have to be paid. You remember before this, what's it called? The game against Gabon. These guys actually protested, and they gave them a peasant $100,000, and told them, okay, for every goal is $3,000 and $30,000 for every goal won, and all of that. This money didn't even cover their money. But now they failed to qualify for the World Cup. We're now discussing the Nations Cup. The coach is being, now you expect the coach to somehow be relaxed and then ensure that, he brings the best tactics to the game. See, if I were Eric Shell, it's just so sad that, I don't know the level, the mindset of these boys. Many of these guys have not been to the Afcon before. They see this as an opportunity to set themselves. But if they understand what it means to actually be comrades and to stand, by each other, they should know that they are the best that we have now. If this team get disbanded, if another coach come when the matter is settled, if this NFF board get this up, they are the same set of players that will be invited. We cannot go and start inviting players that we've not tested before. It is just what the reality is. But for some reasons, these guys will just chicken out. And I don't know. If you're already in your twilight, this is exactly when you have to take a bullet for the team. Come all out. Olise did it for the team. Unfortunately, the likes of JJ and Co. step back, and that's exactly why we are in this particular situation today. It is time for the Super Eagles to actually rise up, defend the coach. Eritrea would have been enjoying himself in Algeria, where he's actually getting paid week in, week out. There's no reason for him to actually leave the job. But he saw this as a better job to actually uplift himself and then become a better manager. And then you are owing him 3 months. Who was, a man 3 months? And you want him to do a full-time job.
Wow.
It's so sad, Jerry.
It's pretty sad because according to the sources from the National Sports Commission, it is said that he's actually owed 2 months, that the salary used to be consistent until the month of July. I don't know what happened. Maybe the person who was paying is beginning to have issues with his business, or his container did not land on time. And that is what you get when you put your hopes in a certain individual.
Jerry.
We're supposed to have institutions where these things are just hook, line, and sinker. It's not so. We're not supposed to be hearing all of this.
Jerry, what these guys do normally, people who handle this sort of government position, what they do is when this money gets to them, they first put it in a fixed deposit account. That's what they do. They use it to trade. Yes, use it to trade. Maybe the guy has used it to actually play one Liverpool game, hoping that Liverpool will win to double it. No, Liverpool
1.5.
And Liverpool lost.
Man United.
If
Chelsea beat Barca, maybe he was firing.
That's not about 3 months.
No.
That's not about 3 months, Jerry.
No, since Chelsea beat Barca, maybe he was just firing.
No, it was Liverpool. At least look at Liverpool in the last 3 months.
Yes. No, when Liverpool started losing, you could know that this next match will lose.
So that's why
Man Barca
he was hoping that it was just that was not the first game.
Man Barca was short.
That was not the first game.
Chelsea Barca was short after beating Barcelona. Since then, Chelsea has just gone away.
He played Liverpool game after the Eddie Nketiah. I said that was just one bad loss.
Maybe you are with the NSC man, the person in charge of the
No,
because the information the way you are giving, you are so sure you are saying this Liverpool man. Maybe you were there when they were casting it.
No, because I really don't know. I really don't know. Because the truth is, how do we even explain that money was given to you? Money has been disbursed. The NSC never denied that, okay, the government paid or whoever it is to pay, whoever it is they expect them to pay them, never paid
the money is going to be paid shortly. Don't worry. Shortly may mean after the Nations Cup.
So shortly, I mean, Jerry, what is shortly? After 3 months?
It could mean after the Nations Cup.
After 3 months?
They will just tell the man, you need this job.
If I were Richel, it's already in his CV that he actually took the Super Eagles to the Nations Cup already. So if I were him, this is the point where I know that after Afcon, if I don't win it, it's most likely that Nigeria might let me off the hook. I'll just stand my ground. I'll lead the protest. Whatever happens, my money will still be paid, and I'll go.
You see? Now, even the source even revealed that
they might not pay him.
Yeah, they might not pay him because
then he can actually sue them to CAS. He can sue them to CAS.
3 months. Do you know why it's 3 months? They are shying away from it. They say they are owing him $5,000. They are owing him September and October. That means November. They are not talking about November. He has to settle September, October. December is already midway.
Jerry.
So that means they may be owing 4 months before the Nations Cup enter the knockout stages.
Jerry, then they can sue them to CAS.
Even the bonuses we are talking about, the NFF.
I don't even finish paying.
The salary is different.
Randy Wardrum.
NFF.
I didn't pay what Randy
NFF are owing him bonuses. That means since he has been playing the Afcon the World Cup qualifiers, all the bonuses he's supposed to get.
I didn't pay Wardrum.
They've not paid any one of them.
I just want to know. I didn't pay Wardrum.
I don't know.
I didn't pay Finidi.
If Finidi even have the money to ask for his money.
Why won't he? Why won't he?
If you are Finidi, will you go and ask for your money?
No, Jerry, wait. Why won't he?
He should. He's entitled to that money.
That's what I'm saying.
I
would have really loved all these coaches to come out
and
file a class action against the
coach that is doing fairly okay, just like Akube style, and they are owing him now. And the Nations Cup is around the corner. They even owing the players since 2019. You feeling that we all ceremoniously left there. You would not go there and start asking.
No, sincerely, class action, take it to CAS, and even I don't mind if it ends. This case ends. The Super Eagles being disbanded for international football for 2 years. I will be so glad. This is nonsense.
Don't just enter anywhere. They catch you.
No, Jerry, this is nonsense.
It's not be funny because these guys are cabals. They'll say boys.
But Jerry, yeah, the truth has to be said. Olise ranted about the $25,000 he was being owed, and this has been over 6-7 years. What did Olise say? He said he doesn't want to take his country to CAS.
That's it.
I mean,
take them to CAS.
It doesn't make any sense. Wardrum came out. He complained about how he almost lost his house. Players money were released to the NFF to pay backlog of bonuses and match dues that they are supposed to pay for over 6 years. They did not do that. Eric Chell is on his 3rd month and he's not being paid. There's a Finidi George who, if we ask him, he did not get paid. There's an Eguavon who was managing the 2 national teams.
Eguavon is already part of the system. So
he's already used to being old.
Just leave Eguavon.
I think Eguavon will not feel hot anymore.
Eguavon is already part of the system.
So I mean, we complain about coaches asking for money from players. Where would they not ask for money?
Exactly.
Where would they ask for money? How do you survive?
If
you are not being paid salary and you are showing for work every day, how are you surviving? You are stealing money somewhere.
And you are not saying the under-20 coach should not disband team after Afcon to actually bring players. whose agents are ready to will be willing to part some money. This is exactly how the A grade system gets corrupt, because they know that if the Super Eagles coach can be old, who is the under-20 coach?
Pretty sad.
Who is the Falcons coach? Who is the Flamingos coach?
Imagine Madugu now will be going to the Afcon next year. And
Jerry, let them file a class action against the NFF. That's what I want. Take it to CAS. The players and coaches. Even see.
I was on a group chat where we talked about Gosol traveling to the World Cup draws. And I posted a picture where a fellow colleague, Mike the Pundit, posted that he was actually at the draws, smiling and shining his teeth like he was part of the teams, the NFL, the Federation president who qualified for the World Cup. He was so excited being there. He was dressing like a Yankee boy,
I was wondering what he was doing there.
It shows you that these guys don't care.
It is because we are citizens. Yeah. We are citizens.
We just tolerate it.
Yes, we take too many things. That's why I said Nigeria is a place where, it's an experiment to test the level of people, the threshold you can actually handle when it comes to pay.
I think Nigeria is a perfect example of people's patience being dragged in. I just don't know how much we can take from this. But I know that Gosol is going, whether he likes it or not. He's going. This is his last term. But unfortunately, he will have to finish his term.
What if he retains his seat? What happens? I'm just
saying.
With Nigeria, everything is.
This is me, Jerry Apelai. Putting my profession on the line that Gosol will not return back as the NFF president. Take it or leave it. Take it.
Jerry, I'm asking now, what if?
If will not, he's already signed. They've already started looking for replacement.
He has not completed his 8 years of federal character. He has not completed his 8 years.
The only man who succeeded was Pinnick.
If Pinnick can do it, someone else too can.
Pinnick did it because we already qualified for 2018. What's the last World Cup? Russia 2018. That was why it was easy for him. And when he wanted to go for Tottenham, that was his plan. He didn't see it coming. He was so confident that the Eagles were going to qualify. When Ghana, I think he will not forget Thomas Partey in a hurry. If Thomas Partey had knew what was at stake for Amadou Pinnick, maybe he would have collected some dollars and resist the option to score that goal. But immediately that goal entered, Pinnick's fate was sealed. I said, brother, this guy was crying at the Congress before he was telling them goodbye. They told him, don't even waste your money. You are not. If you like, spend all the money in your account. You are not coming back. You are going. You have tried. As powerful as Pinnick was, he was crying. He was even telling them when the next NFL president comes, if he doesn't qualify for World Cup, show him support. That means he was already preparing the next person not to qualify. And eventually, Gosol followed suit. He was doing yes, man, because he believes that, and he was there shining teeth. See, during the campaign time, all of us will bring all those shining teeth pictures where he was visiting players up and down instead of minding his business. Don't worry, time will tell. Anyway, still talking about the Super Eagles. Chelsea defender Tosin Adarabioyo stands no chance of playing for Nigeria at the upcoming African Cup of Nations in Morocco. And of course, Nigeria will head into the Afcon without their captain, Willius Ekong, who announced his retirement from international football last week. Tosin, who is of Nigerian descent, has been tipped to be his likely replacement, and there has been talks about the 28-year-old playing for Nigeria at the tournament, but those reports and suggestions are well off the mark, according to a chieftain of the Nigerian Football Federation. And of course, pressed on if the lanky defender has been approached by Chelsea since his appointment, he said nothing like that has taken place to the best of his knowledge, and there is nothing like that on the Chelsea. But he thinks that with Austin Govern and Yusuf Pesero, who was approached to play for the Super Eagles, he revealed that he rejected the offer. I remember that time. So I think Tosin Adarabioyo, a lot of Nigerians will not even want to hear about him because a lot of Nigerians are Chelsea fans. They saw his performance against Leeds. I know Chelsea fans, the version of Tosin will spark a lot of anger in the minds of Nigerians who support Chelsea. But I think it's already late for him as far as this Afcon tournament is concerned. And I think being the NFF has unveiled the official list by now we'll not be having all these speculations.
That's why I'm so sad. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of teams. I mean, I don't think there's any other team in this championship that's
They
yet
have
to,
so much speculation
you know,
about.
yes, that's not unveiled their list. As for Tosin and Adarabioyo, every single team is against him. He's not the second option for Chelsea.
He's not doing well. He's not on form.
He's not the second option for Chelsea centre back. If the first pair are not available, he's not in the second running. He's not even in the third running. He's not in a good shape at this point. He's also the age 28 is already very much close to the end of his career, and also he's rejected Nigeria on several occasions. And lastly, come on, his form at this point is so bad. What exactly will even be bringing the name Adarabioyo to the Super Eagles at this point? Even if they give him the opportunity to come now, that okay, I mean the Super Eagles really needs you and he needs to actually play for the national team, I don't think he wants to take it, because at this point he's seen the quality of centre back that we've been displaying. He knows that, come on, there's actually no space for it, except the Super Eagles, except the people running our football just want to force him to hand him that jersey. He doesn't deserve to play for it. Even now under 20 at this point, I would rather prefer Ngenge over to Adarabioyo with what I saw against Leeds. I know Ngenge will never play that bad, right? I mean, but then it is the reality, and it is so sad that it goes back to what we were talking about, developing our football. If we develop our football very well, we're not even be talking about players like Tosin and Adarabioyo. Back in the days, we had players who were born, outside the shores of this country. They come back, they struggle to break into the national team, they go back. Fashanu, if Fashanu were to be in today's Super Eagles, he would have strolled into the Super Eagles. But back in the days, they are quality players. Even some of them were even playing in the Nigerian league at that point. But he knows Fashanu is not a better player than Shegun Odegbami. But he never played in Premier League. But he cannot say he's a better player than him. So it tells you the quality of players that we had back in the days. And trust me, our quality of output in Nigeria is so bad that we'll now be having a conversation about Tosin Adarabioyo, who and a certain Achapong, who is about 18 years in Chelsea, will play ahead of him. It's so sad we're having this conversation. And true, the NFF should just release this list. 23 players. Let's know the players that will be going to this championship, so that we can actually rest. Because this conversation of this speculation of who is to be part of the team is what will make us be having this conversation about Adarabioyo, who is even a player that I know come next season, I'm not sure he will be a Chelsea player.
All right. Now, if there's any major injury to players like Shemi Ajayi and Calvin Bassey, would you look at the option of Tosin Adarabioyo?
Bring Ngenge.
I'd rather have our 15-year-old goalkeeper play the defensive position than have Tosin Adarabioyo. Arcot will even do better than him, and that's just being honest. First of all, he's 28. We are trying to build a very young team. Our defense line is aging. Even a Shemi Ajayi, probably maybe this might be his last tournament because of the likes of Benjamin Felix, Agu, and the rest of them coming up. These are younger players that will serve us for a very long time. So he's already 28. There's no point bringing somebody who is already past his prime. That's number one. Number two, his form is terrible at the moment. He's not playing good football. Even anytime he's given the opportunity, the last time I was given an opportunity, it was a disaster for Chelsea. So there's no point. There are other younger players in Chelsea that are playing ahead of him. And throughout his move to Chelsea, he has not been able to hold the jersey down. He has not been able to hold a starting shirt down. The same thing happened to him when he was at Man City. Remember, he was with Man City. He played a couple of years for Man City. He couldn't cut it. He couldn't make it. That was the reason why he was shipped out. He was only brought, as a free agent to Chelsea. It's not costing them money. That's the reason why he made the move. So for me, I think he doesn't have the quality to play for the Super Eagles. I think Echukwu made something that made a very valid point. Back in the days, you have players who are born and raised outside Nigeria, who play good football in good clubs, that couldn't break to the national team. There's a particular John Fashanu. There's also a Michael Emenalo, who was a foreign-born Nigeria. He was part of the team, but he couldn't break into the team, and that was the reason why he couldn't make any inroad or make any success in the team. That was how good our team was. But because successive NFF government, successive NFF federation, have decided to do away with growing talent internally, we have turned to the model of relying on foreign-born Nigerians to come and save the day, and that's the reason why our current Super Eagles team is probably a replica of a Team C, of an English side, or of an European side. which is not supposed to be so. That is the reason why the conversation of, a Tosin Adarabioyo is coming up. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think anybody should look at him. I don't think anybody should give me any opportunity. He doesn't possess the quality that that we are looking for. If we are short of defenders and we think we need another defender, please let's go to the league. We should be able to find 1 or 2 defenders that will be a suitable replacement for either of our starting lineup in case any of them gets injured. Not a Tosin Adarabioyo for sure.
All right, in case any of them. Anyway, I don't know the league you are talking about. If it's the NNL, or if it's the NPFL. Yeah, you mentioned Ngenge.
Yes.
Imagine Ngenge is in that defense against Tunisia, for instance.
So you prefer Tosin to Ngenge?
I prefer not to have anybody.
No, Jerry.
I prefer Ndidi playing the centre back.
And Ndidi is also a better option.
Yeah.
He's played it for Leicester. I think about 2 seasons he played there. But Jerry, aside that, Ngenge would be a better fit.
At least there's Igbo anyway.
Yes, there's Igbo.
I don't like Awaziem playing the centre back, but I think Awaziem will still be okay.
But no, Jerry, we're looking at, say when push comes to shove, these are the only options. I'll go for Ngenge with joy and happiness.
Come on.
What's the difference between Ngenge and Van Dijk this season?
Ngenge and Van Dijk.
This season.
Wow.
Well, that's true. You are correct.
There is talk.
I need to be sure that I'm am I in the football show or are we in the beer parlor? Please.
Jerry, no. Yes. This season, what's the difference? Be very honest.
I've not seen Ngege's games anyway. Which club does he play for anyway? Please just educate me. Let me just, I feel like I don't know anything about football.
Don't worry.
Where does he play?
Don't worry, Jerry. He's moved to Europe.
Yeah,
in Europe.
We're in Europe. So
now.
Wait, the club is.
I want to know where in Europe.
Jerry, I want to ask.
By the way, in case he doesn't want to ask, where does he get football? Please.
Jerry, wait.
Because we need to settle this. Let's be serious.
Jerry,
where does he get
is it about where he plays? Is it
about where he plays?
So why are you making that?
I need to know the player we are talking about.
So is it that you don't know him? Or you just
I don't know him. If I sing again, I don't know him. That's the truth. That's what the truth. I don't know him.
You don't know Ngenge.
I don't know him.
Captain of the Chan Eagles. You don't know him.
The Chan Eagles. Wait, the thing is, honestly, I never saw that when the Chan game.
You were here berating me every single day.
No,
Did you see your Ngenge? See, why remember?
I don't have time.
You were here. You can't see your Ngenge.
I can't take 90 minutes.
See your Ngenge.
90 minutes of pressure time.
Every single day.
90 minutes I'm supposed to use to prepare for locker room. I'm going to be watching that chanting.
Jerry, most of our games.
That would be a waste of time.
Jerry, most of our games during that time came after the locker room. Jerry,
where does Ngenge play? Where? In Europe. Because if you Google it, I'm sure Google will find it hard.
Hold on. Does he have to play in Europe?
Exactly.
No, he said he plays in Europe. I want to know where now.
Does he have to play in Europe to better than Van Dijk?
Okay, he's playing the NPFL. When he was playing the NPFL, he was better than Van Dijk, right?
I'm saying this season, This is
not what I said now. Chan, what we saw at the Chan.
Is better than this Van Dijk we are saying.
Oh, really?
Yes, Jerry.
Wow. The Van Dijk that played Champions League last night against Inter Milan.
Jerry.
At the San Siro. Giuseppe Meazza. That is the same Van Dijk you are talking about. Oh. They played against Lautaro Martinez. Ngenge will play Lautaro Martinez for 90 minutes.
Because of one performance, Van Dijk is now better.
No, you said the thing is that
so you are capping off Van Dijk performance on that entire game.
Yes.
Hey,
you know why? As far as I'm concerned, you are as good as your last game. That's football. That's football for you. Whatever happened yesterday is over. What happens, what you did today will determine going forward that this is the assessment going forward.
Okay, let me ask
because you know why? It would be unfair to say that Van Dijk is bad. Ngenge is better than him.
This season.
Wait.
No, let's put the.
Let's not forget this same Van Dijk that was the best still after fried rice as far as defenders is concerned in the Premier League. Was it a time? 2018-19.
I'm saying this season, Jerry. Why are you taking us back?
No,
we are not comparing their career. We are saying this season.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Don't talk about what happened.
That's what I'm saying. The Van Dijk I saw yesterday.
Old glory. We are talking about today.
And the Van Dijk I saw yesterday, which was his last game. Come on.
Jerry. Oh yeah, wait, Jerry.
That's why I want to know Ngege's last match. Please tell me about Ngege's last match.
But you have talked about Gueyi coming in this season.
Let's talk about Ngege's last match now. Ngege, where is Ngege playing? Is he a spirit? Is he a ghost walker? Is he a ghost footballer? Let's know where did he play last season? His last match, what was his scoreline? That's what you want to compare with a world-class defender in Virgil van Dijk. Please, let's not insult some players, please. If you know you don't have good, I know it's been a long time you saw a good defender in. What was Man United's best defender?
Ask my wife.
Is it the light or the darkness? Is it the light or the darkness?
Wait, Jerry. We are discussing this season. Van Dijk has been very poor.
Man, you come into this.
Jerry, Van Dijk has been very poor.
Wait, when last did you see a good defender, a world-class defender? Maiwa.
No, but Jerry.
And you wasted a lot of money. You signed a lot of defenders.
Jerry, but
you signed a
why
where's Leliori?
Why are you trying to push it?
Where's Yori?
Why are you trying to shift the goalpost, Jerry?
I'm not seeing the goalpost.
You're shifting the goalpost.
You insulted a world-class defender by
who is a world-class?
Gege.
Van Dijk is a world-class defender this season.
He's a world-class defender. This is last season, next season.
See, Van Dijk is worse. See,
When you have been clamoring for
Ngege,
you have been begging on slot to.
How old is Ngege?
Jerry, should I?
Calm down.
Your last message on the group. Should I?
My one. How old is Ngege? His football age. Let's talk about his football age. Let me look at his age. Let's not go there. Because if we go there, there'll be problem here.
I think Ngege should be 25, if I'm not mistaken.
25, according to his football club.
Yes.
Football age.
Yeah.
Van Dijk at 34. He's playing in Liverpool. Playing in Champions League against Lautaro Martinez. Ngege at 25.
No, Jerry, no.
He's a ghost worker. He's a ghost footballer. We don't even know where he plays.
Jerry, wait.
We don't know where he plays.
No.
And you are bringing him into a conversation.
Wait.
See, they should fine you for this comment.
Jerry,
you should be fined.
Jerry.
And I think you are going to pay fine for this thing you said.
Jerry, wait.
No, I'm going to fine you.
Jerry, wait.
We need to find this guy. We need to find him.
But Jerry,
Why did you even bring Van Dijk into this conversation?
I remember.
Why did you bring Van Dijk
Jerry's last comment. Jerry's last comment in our group. Jerry said,
"Yes,
Van Dijk and Konate are done."
Yes, now.
Yes.
And so you are saying a player that is done is better than Genge.
Yes, now.
Jerry.
Even one leg Van Dijk, I will pick him over Gege. If Van Dijk is limping,
Jerry, that's an insult to the NPF.
If Van Dijk is calm down.
Jerry, that's an insult to the NPF.
Let's make it easy for you. Let me say, Man United or Chelsea are looking for a defender.
I'll pick Genge. Don't even ask too much.
Then I know there's problem. I think this guy needs to be examined. We need to take him to the house.
Ngenge to Van Dijk.
We need to examine him.
Ngenge to Van Dijk. This is
We need to check
Jerry,
him.
this is it.
Where is Van Dijk? Where is Gege playing? Because now he's a ghost footballer. Because we don't know where he plays. You don't even know where he is right now. Whether he's somewhere eating akpu in Owerri. You don't know. You have body brief for him. Because the guy will start training now. They'll go and look for him. They'll find out that he's carrying a bag of cement somewhere. And this is Ngege. Come on, please. This is defamation. And this is blasphemy.
No.
This is blasphemy. You are blaspheming. Please stop it. Let's talk about the Champions League. All right. Last night we saw mouth-watering fixtures in the Champions League, and of course, the big boys being separated. The boys separated from the men, and of course, I didn't see it coming. And that Chelsea was going to lose to Atlanta by 3. Was it 3 goals to 2 goals to 1? Yeah, I was even tipping that game to end in a draw. I didn't see Chelsea win that game, as for. But surprisingly, Chelsea even got the goal. I thought it was going to end 1-1. And of course, it looks like Adarabioyo Lookman and the boys and the coach has done something with that Atlanta side. But it's just the tradition recently for Chelsea, losing or drawing games if they get to pick it out. But what's happening to Chelsea and Maresca?
Yesterday was a very unique day for Chelsea fans across the world. Being a world champion is not something that fall on your thighs. But then it happened that
world champion.
Yes,
That's glorified preseason. Please, let's not even go there. Anyway, go ahead.
You are calling it glorified.
Let's go ahead.
The badge will be there for 4 years.
Badge and
that badge you see on Chelsea's chest.
It
will be there for 4 years.
When you're wearing that badge, please still flog you.
It doesn't matter.
It matters now. If you have got champions,
Jerry, every team can lose to any team.
No, please, let's not go there. When Liverpool Premier League champions was losing, you were saying they are dead.
No, the difference between
two or four.
Wait.
Let's maintain the same aura for aura.
No, this is your aura for aura. The difference between Chelsea and Liverpool is that Chelsea lost to a team.
Okay.
But Liverpool is losing.
Anyway, you know what?
It's different.
Politicians are looking for spokesmen in the next election, 2027. Please, I will be recommending him. If you have anybody, please, you should recommend the case because he will do a good job.
Wait, Jerry.
He will do a good job. He will send a candidate that has not performed.
Jerry, wait.
And he will do it or something.
Jerry, wait. Chelsea at this point. Chelsea lost. You saw what Chelsea did against Barcelona.
That's the best thing they've done this season. That's the best thing they've done this season.
That's the best thing they've done this season.
That's the best thing they've done this season.
Okay, but what I'm saying is Maresca's Maresca is the architect of Chelsea's problem last night.
Oh.
The reason he played Malo Gusto, as high up the field as he did. I mean, a lot of us we're struggling to understand why he did it. Maybe he's just trying to experiment in new tactics, and it's obvious that that's actually not going to work. Maybe, I don't know why he did it.
Maybe he got tired of winning after beating Barca.
You can actually say that. Yes, it's very possible. But the truth is,
very possible.
Yeah, it's very possible.
That means by going to the playoff.
Because it doesn't even make any sense for him to actually make such a call. To actually play. If he had played a certain Casado, who is even naturally a midfielder upfield, or someone who is a defensive midfielder, play Romeo Lavia there, you understand that, okay, it's actually a midfielder that you're playing there. You're playing a right back and you're just moving him right there to play as an attacking midfielder. It's unimaginable. But then it's expected that when you play, or maybe he's just naturally complacent, disrespect Atlanta. I felt Atlanta is not a team that can actually really pose real threats against Chelsea. He should actually be able to defeat them. He's defeated Barcelona. He got so comfortable. And, for a side that is trying to actually come back, as a unit, as a team under Rafael Palladini, I mean, it's actually, they actually had to do their job right there, in their stadium in Bergamo. I'm really happy for them that they actually did the job against Chelsea, if not for anything for Ademola Lookman. But it's unfortunate. Maresca actually lost that game himself. And I don't know why managers would, in games like this where you just have to pick all 3 points, you just want to experiment. You experiment when you already, you've already made it through to the next round. That's when I expect him to start experimenting. But it's unfortunate he did it this time and he got burnt. But as for other results yesterday, I don't think there's really a huge surprise. Barcelona came back from the dead, courtesy of, Jules Koundé, who, got 2 goals in that.
No, you're surprised that they just pay me as a San Siro.
Liverpool is actually a traditional Champions League team. And there are teams, you recall that, in the early 2000s.
My money was on Inter.
Yes, it's expected. I mean, you've put a lot of money on Liverpool and you've lost, so you wanted to try.
I've not been doing that.
You want to try. You want to try new soup, and you got burnt again. But the truth is, Liverpool is a traditional Champions League side. AC Milan, Jerry, you remember in the early 2000s when Don Carlo was handling AC Milan side, they were not doing so well in the Serie A. They didn't even win the Scudetto all those times, but they got to Champions League final a lot of times. In fact, I think they got under Ancelotti, they got in Champions League final 4 times. They won against Liverpool. They lost against Liverpool. Okay, they got there 3 times. They won against Liverpool, lost against Liverpool, and also won against Juventus. But they didn't win the Scudetto all those times. And they were not even the best team in Serie A. But because they are a traditional Champions League side, whenever the stake is high, they definitely turn up. You recall also this same, shambolic Liverpool defeated Madrid this season in Champions League 1-0. So teams that are traditional Champions League side,
2 goals.
2 goals, rather. 2-0.
Set the record straight.
Teams that are traditional Champions League side, when they step into Champions League games like that, something just happens. Even if it's by luck, they get to get all 3 points. I'm just saying, even if it's by luck, they get to get all 3 points. It's part of what traditional Champions League team enjoy, and Liverpool did enjoy it yesterday. All thanks to VAR. They actually got all 3 points.
Man U is not in the Champions League against Madrid too. I understand how it feels, but let's talk big boys football. Talking about the Champions League, the biggest club competition in the world. We saw Chelsea got spanked by 2-1. It seems like everywhere this man runs to, somehow defeats finds them somehow. And that's the Ikechukwu situation, but I don't feel for him. Anyway, Bayern Munich on the back of the loss against Arsenal spanked Sporting Lisbon by 3-1. Olympiacos, definitely my money was on them yesterday, beating Kairat Almaty away by 1-0. Barcelona still winning, beating Frankfurt by 2-1. And Liverpool surprisingly beating Inter Milan by 1-0 on their home turf. On the back of this game, Inter Milan 15 games and they've not lost any. Even they only had 2 draws, 13 wins. They were on a very good, rich form. Chivo side, I didn't expect them to even get a draw. Talking about Liverpool, but somehow they grounded a draw in that one. Monaco beating Galatasaray. A lot of anti-Osimhen, anti-Galatasaray have been talking, but I think there's nothing to worry about Osimhen as far as that one is concerned. Atletico Madrid did not definitely did very well, beating PSV Eindhoven away. After that win against Liverpool, I knew that it was they met a Liverpool side that was ready to lose anyway. And Tottenham, Frank, definitely giving a good account of himself, beating Slavia Praha by 3-0 without conceding. That's a remarkable feat at the white-out lane. Clean sheet and 3 goals. And of course, Marcel, my money was on them beating Union Saint-Gilles. Even when Saint-Gilles was looking like they were going to win that game or draw that game, somehow Marcel deserved his side, well inspired, in full confidence, win that game by 3-2. Maiwa, what's the pick of the bunch for you?
Well, for me, I think it's the former Manchester United guy, Mason Greenwood, showing class again in the Champions League. And also remember, Marcel, they are one of the teams that, have been doing so well in the Champions League. Aubameyang and Mason Greenwood combined very well yesterday. And they've been doing so well. They have this steady rise in the Champions League. And, they are a team you should watch out for. They've been very exceptional. Aubameyang at that is, at 33, 34, still in the thick of things, still in the midst of things, making things happen. And a particular Mason Greenwood that was shipped out, putting his name on the map again. Unfortunately, I know the form will not get him back to England because of, whatever controversy is surrounding him. But, he's beginning to make a case for himself, the kind of performance he's putting. So that game really, that game really interested me. And then the one for Liverpool, I think Liverpool shouldn't have waited till the last minute before VAR added that penalty. There was a particular incident in the 18, and I think this is the time for, UEFA and co to review, some of their laws. The goal that Van Dijk scored, I think that should have been a goal. Ekitike did not handle the ball, intentionally. It was a mistake, and the laws guiding handball when you are scoring goal should not have affected that play. But for whatever reason, that goal was chopped off, which I thought, it was chopped off wrongfully. And at the end of the day, Liverpool finally, got that particular win, which I think after, in as much as we throw stick at Jerry and Jason, I think it was a welcome win for them. It serves as a confidence booster for them, and probably maybe this will be a turnaround for their season. So, congratulations, Jerry. Your team finally did it.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I love you. You are just a gentleman who knows how to recognize those who are doing well. But anyway, it is what it is. I
don't know how to.
No, you're a politician. You're sliming. You know how to wiggle your way and find anything out. Anyway, there were fixtures tonight. Big games to look forward to. And of course, Arsenal, on the back of that loss against Aston Villa, will surely be looking for a victory tonight. But definitely Arsenal should be able to win this one. And of course, I just feel for the opponent. And it's going to be a difficult game for them. Talking about Club Brugge. It's an away game anyway. But Arsenal will surely fancy rotating their side in this one. And of course, there's also Karabakh up against Ajax. I don't know the plan of Ajax this season. Maybe just to be a part of the Champions League. That's what it's going to look like for Ajax because they're bottom of the log. And Dortmund doing well for themselves. They host Bodo Glimt. Athletic Club taking on Paris Saint-Germain and Villarreal up against Copenhagen. For Juventus, it looks like the Champions League is doing good things for them. They play host to Pafos. Leverkusen takes on Newcastle United, which looked like a very, very interesting fixture. These two sides are doing well for themselves in Europe. Then the biggest one of them all is Real Madrid up against Manchester City. Mayowa, your money is on who? Definitely, I know where your allegiances will have to lie due to the fact that you have to eat dinner on time before this game.
I mean, dinner is already ready, so I think that is secured already. So, I mean, my wife is eyeballing me, so definitely I have to support Man City. But on the strength of things, Alonso has to win this particular game. It's under a lot of pressure. Real Madrid are not doing so well. So, it's a win or bust game for him. If he does not win it, you might probably see Alonso fired because, according to rumors, the hierarchy are not happy with him.
Hierarchy are not happy with him. Of course, you catch
And there be talks about Arteta returning to Spain. So if that happens, then they might just have get an interim and wait for the end of season because after that game last season where he actually defeated Real Madrid, all eyes has been on Mikel Arteta, and of course his progress has been closely monitored. So it's going to be a very big one. Man City.
His relationship with Barcelona, do you think he will go to coach a Benfica?
Well, I mean, he's a coach, so it's really not a big issue. Barcelona is also looking at him, to actually replace Hansi Flick. But then if Madrid come calling, it's going to be very difficult to actually turn it down. I mean, Madrid is that.
I've also heard about Jurgen Klopp as well.
Yes, Jurgen Klopp, but Jurgen Klopp doesn't really look like a manager who wants to return to management. But if he wants to return, obviously, it's going to be that man who's going to pick it first because of what he's done for himself. But then, I mean, Champions League tonight is going to be quite interesting. Arteta has to really, for the sake of keeping his squad fresh and chasing the league title, he has to start rotating the squad. Else, he's going to come up with a lot of injuries before February, and it's going to really spell doom for him.
All right, that's how we wrap it up on the show. Big times, Marwan and Kitch, and of course the guys behind the scenes talking about likes of Victor, Alex, as well as Jeremiah and Hassan. My name is Jerry Apelhai, saying thanks for being a part of the locker room. Up next is Political Lens with Chukwumakoro. Stay tuned.
My name is Tao Familoni, and here's to VOP TV. Keep watching, stay tuned, do not touch that dial.
Arararara, my name is Made Kuti, and you're watching VOP TV. Keep watching.
Welcome, my name is Zika Davis. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys, viewers, everybody, boys and girls. This is VOP TV. Do you know what that means? Voice of the People TV. You don't have a voice, don't come here. You better make sure your voice is heard.
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers. From everyday wellness to urgent health issues, we've got you covered. Health Check, only on Voice of the People television, where your health has a voice.
To know the happenings in the maritime sector, join us on the program Maritime Frontiers on VOP TV as we discuss key areas in the maritime sector from aquaculture, maritime transportation, maritime labor regulation, oil and gas exploration, ferry and passenger insurance, marine pollution and prevention, port operations, and lots more. Maritime Frontiers, exploring Nigeria's blue economy.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
Do you want your voice to be heard? Do you know that you matter in the scheme of things? The People's Voice, the show where ordinary citizens take center stage as we discuss the biggest stories that affect you and I. With you in mind, we facilitate lively discussions, debates, and interviews on the topics that matter most to you and I, from social justice to economic empowerment, education,